So this section has to do with decision making, and we're sticking to quality versus quantity. Quality means how good a product is, and quantity has to do with numbers, how much it is, how much you get, that kind of thing. So we're trying to decide, because whenever you buy something, it seems like anymore, if it's at Walmart or Home Depot or something like that, there's always a cheap quality item, and then you can buy a middle of the road, and then you can buy a high quality item. Now, sometimes the high quality item isn't really that high a quality. They just raise the price on them. But if you'll notice, we have right here in this particular carpet or vinyl flooring we're going to look at, you can get good, everyday grade, or deluxe. Or everyday grade and good would be the same. And then you've got deluxe, and then you've got the best. And just because they say it's the best doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best. And sometimes the price is so high on the best that it's not really worth it. In fact, sometimes if you pay the best, you pay so much that you could replace it several times with good or everyday grade. And you just have to decide how important the quality is in order for you to spend the extra for the deluxe or the best. Now, some things, for example, butter, I would never buy everyday grade butter. I would never buy Walmart brand butter. I would buy Land O'Lakes butter or something, because butter, to me, there's a big difference between the cheap stuff and the best stuff. But some things may not matter. May not matter if you have Big K Cola, everyday grade, compared to Coke or Pepsi. Just depends on what you want to spend. Now, what I did is I would buy myself the Coke and buy my kids the Big K, because they didn't know the difference. So anyway, quality in quantity versus the price. Is the quality, is the amount of product you're going to get worth the extra price you're going to pay, or worth the savings that you're going to have? So problem A, Sandra's flooring contractor showed her samples of 3 grades of vinyl flooring for her 3-yard by 4-yard kitchen. So let's go ahead and draw her kitchen here, 3-yard by 4-yard. And how many square yards is that before we get going very far? 3 yards by 4 yards, that means we've got 12 square yards. Yards squared. So 12 square yards. She needs to decide which grade to order. So she's got 12 square yards, and a lot of times this is going to be based on how much money you have. I mean, if you don't have any problem coming up with the money, then why wouldn't you buy the good stuff? But let's just kind of compare what we've got here. We've got the good flooring at $8.99 per square yard. So that means we would be spending $107.88 for that vinyl flooring. If we bought the better stuff, we would be spending $131.88. And if we bought the deluxe flooring, we would be spending $155.88 total. Okay, so you can see there's a bit of a price difference here, but you have to decide whether it's worth spending, in this case, an extra $24 to have the deluxe flooring. Well, what is the difference between it? Well, it never needs waxing, and it has a 10-year warranty. Is a 10-year warranty or a guarantee worth an extra $25? Well, that's what you have to decide. So you can look at the different prices here, and then you have to decide, okay, what does it cost to upgrade, and is that upgrade worth the extra money in order to have it? Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. here we're looking at 131.88 minus 107. So we're talking a difference of $24. Is it worth the $24 to have the no wax and to have the stylish vinyl compared to just good? So that's one of the things that's important. And here are some things that help you make the decision. What is the warranty like? Nothing here, 10 years here. Maintenance and upkeep. Looks like this doesn't take very much maintenance. This takes not very much, no wax finish, but you probably have to take care of it a little bit better. Quality. Obviously, this is the cheap stuff, but it depends on what you're going to use it for. If you're going to have a high traffic area, you probably want one of the better ones. And then the cost. My suggestion, the way I've lived my life all these years, is I usually go for the middle of the road one. It is a better quality usually. It's not that much more expensive. But if the warranty is really important to you, then jump into this one here. But be careful with the warranty. Sometimes the warranty isn't that great. They say they will replace it within 10 years or something, but it ends up being a lot of hoops to jump through in order to get them to replace it. So I don't really go with the warranty that much because it's really not worth it because they usually try to get out of it. So that's why I kind of go with the middle of the road. Okay, so that's what you're doing in this. And if you look at the bottom of page 67, there are 8 questions to answer. So you've got 3 options. Your good, your stylish, and your deluxe that you're using to complete the table there. So they're going to want to know in the number 1 and number 2, wanting to know the price. Well, I just gave you the price there and there. So I just gave you the 2. And answer the questions there and you'll be done. Then we can jump over to page number 68 and do 9 through 14. So all having to do with that vinyl, but once you get done with all 14 of those on pages 67 and 68, you'll be good to go. So this is 67 and 68.